Hey there, how are you doing team? Nokia Power is here and welcome you all to a very interesting video. In this video, we will do a performance test of Nokia 2. So Nokia 2 is the budget end Nokia Android smartphone and takes the Nokia Android smartphones pricing to the lowest. So it's obviously, as we said, it is even cheaper than Nokia 3 and it is the ultimate entry level Nokia Android smartphone. So when it came with 1 GB RAM and Snapdragon 212 processor out of the box, so obviously there are like concerns. People have concerns about how well it will perform in daily life or daily tasks. How it will handle them because 1 GB RAM is really kind of people don't imagine or don't want to see that Android smartphone can run fine with that less amount of RAM. So people think that at least 2 GB RAM should be there, but since the pricing of this device is like it's the lowest that you will pay for Nokia Android smartphone, so there were obviously some compromises, but we have to obviously see whether even after those compromises it can perform or it can handle the daily life or daily tasks. So let's begin with just unlocking the device. Let's see how it works. So that's fine. Now the daily tasks are like you do navigation, you go to the app drawer, you do things like if I want I have to just move it, I have to put it here, so those kind of things. So for your information, this is the first Nokia Android smartphone which comes with a on-screen touch button. Now more Nokia Android smartphones and even the high range smartphones like Nokia 7, Nokia 9, these may come with on-screen touch buttons, but till now it was the only which came with the touch screen buttons. And as I think so far you could have seen that the navigation is fine. There is nothing to suggest that it's bad or doing badly so far. And we also saw that things like, moving the app to the home screen from the app drawer, etc. This works fine. We just placed two of the apps on the home screen and it worked really fine. So things work okay till now. Let's go to the settings and see. So this is the Model TA1011, the Indian variant. And the good thing is that since HMD has been very prompt on security updates, so it is on November security update, but it did not get the December security update till now. Now, if you go to any of the settings, you kind of feel that it is really working fine. There is no visible lag so far. With that, having said that, we are not suggesting that there cannot be a lag because, anyways, it's the lowest end of the all Nokia and smartphones, and it comes with 1 GB RAM. But obviously, we need to see. So till now, we have seen that it all works fine. So we are not trying to give our own opinion that because we have already used this phone for some time, I think like more than 20-25 days, and we have been fine with it. But let's just trying to show you how it works. So let's open one or two more apps. So the Play Store. So here you open the Play Store. We'll send you to the background. We will do one more thing. So Google Assistant, many people ask whether Google Assistant works on Nokia 2 or not. We will just show it to you. And it works. Hi Google. Which is the best Nokia phone? Okay, which is the best Nokia phone? So, so it's funny, but seems that Google is still, the assistant still goes to look into the past and brings you all Nokia Lumias. Anyways, so perhaps Google need to fine tune their, fine tune their search engine. Anyway, so you can see that Google Assistant works fine. Play Store, we just saw it. So let's see how the multitasking the works, but it's two less apps. So let's go and open browser. So let's put some apps and then we can check the multitasking. We'll also open the games. Really interesting actually. So when you do things like browsing, etc., so this is the, I mean, these are the daily tasks, and at least here, as you could have noticed, even after being a budget device, it's not that the browsing is too slow. You can't obviously compare it to the higher end devices like Nokia 8, on which the browsing is near instant. You tap on it and you get it. But if you compare to many other devices, I mean, like many other Android devices also, you can't say that the browsing is too bad here. We will open more tabs. So let's open at least five tabs here so that it becomes kind of a standard. So usually when we browse, we will have more like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 tabs open. So we will do something like that. So here we have five browser tabs open. We will send this browser to the background. In the meantime, we can open YouTube app for video streaming so that we can, do multitasking with many things, so that it is really a good test for what we are doing or what we are trying to see. So where is YouTube? Let's open the YouTube now. So now it's a good test because we have many apps open in the background already. Okay, here is a YouTube. We will move YouTube to the home screen so that it's easy to find out. Okay, now let's go to the YouTube. Here is one scene from Justice League. So why not open this? So we are not doing a video streaming test here. So we will send it to the background because we are doing a multitasking test. Now let's quickly check how many apps are open in the background. So now we have many, and then we have a browser which has five tabs open. So it will be interesting to see how the resume works from the background. So far so good. So what you can actually see is, it's not the fastest of all, obviously, which is quite expected, but it is not doing too bad. So we are not seeing that anything crashes or anything goes bad, but we are seeing that it's finally, you can see the tabs that are opening, things which are resuming. We will send it to the background again. Now what we can do is to just check how the games, whether the games can open after this much load, because there is obviously a considerable amount of load on 1 GB RAM and the processor which is there. So let's open Clash of Clans, one of the heavy game actually. So if it can open and run this game without any issue even after this much load, then perhaps that will be great. So this needs an update. Okay, let it get updated. We will open one more game. In the meantime, it gets updated. So that is fine. Let the update work in the background. So it started updating. So this will be a good test as well. So whether it can update well in the background, so that let it work. We will check something else. We can check Subway Surfer or Doctor Driving. So this is also a good game. Very, very popular game, Doctor Driving. So we will quickly see. Okay. So now let's quickly send this game to the background. So now we have many things open in the background. Let's quickly see how how it works. Whether we can resume it well from the background. So this is Clash of Clans, which we had earlier sent to the background. So it resumes, but as you could see that the game was already updating. So I think don't think there is going to be anything here. So it okay, just starts. But anyways, I think the game is updating. So let's wait. We can open another game which we had already sent in the background, which was Doctor Driving. So here we are. So as you can see that the game resumed just fine from the background, which is a very great thing with so much load and 1 GB RAM. If the and there are two games open in the background. What we will do, we will open one more game. We can open the Subway Surfer game, and then we will do it. Okay, where is Subway Surfer? So here it is, Subway Surfer. Okay. What I wanted to point out here is that you can see that we have a kind of opened many apps now already. There is YouTube streaming, Google Play Store, an app is updating in the background. There are two games open in the background. There's a third game that we are opening, but till now you may have not seen any crashes. Yeah, there may be some kind of minor lags here and there when we had opened the many games. But even when you don't open games, you do browsing etc. You don't see even that lag. So this is very impressive if you ask us. Okay. Okay, anyway, so let's quickly send you to the background. So now this is the ultimate test. You can see those many apps, browser, one game, two game, three games, all are open in the background. But there are no crashes, no such kind of issues. And if we try to resume any game, it resumes fine. It's not that there will be any issue. So here we are. Okay. So you can see that with that much load of so many games, so I did not expect it to really perform this well. Obviously, yes, if you compare to even Nokia 3, you will feel a difference in performance that Nokia 2 offers. But according to me, if you ask me, Nokia 3 is slightly better than Nokia 2 in terms of overall, performance with heavy load, etc. If you go to Nokia 5, it's much better. Nokia 6 is awesome, and then Nokia 8 is just blazing fast. Nothing, it can beat any of the devices. So but still, keeping that Nokia 2 is the budget device, it's an entry level Nokia Android smartphone, comes with only 1 GB RAM. It is really good the way it performs and handles all things. Even it handles three games and it does not allow anything to crash. So everything remains here in the RAM. Okay, but if you increase the load, there will be a time when you will see that things start, restarting when it's very heavy load. But I don't think with such a device you will go, or you generally daily don't put such a load on your device. We generally open two games, two apps, three apps, one game, and we do stuff. So for that, I don't think Nokia 2 is too bad. It just handles everything with, we cannot say it handles everything in a way in which, Nokia 3 or Nokia 5 or 6 or 7 can handle. But even after that much load that we have put in the background, the general operation, they remain fine. So that's what we wanted to show it to you. Hope you have liked that and hope it can help you in deciding whether to go for a Nokia 2 or not. Stay tuned for more as we cover Nokia 2 and much more on YouTube Nokia Power User. Thanks for watching.